Hey everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back, or welcome for the first time to Soul of a Gamer.
Soul of a Gamer.
Wow, that was really dumb and dramatic, but okay.
It was dramatic. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
So.
When you're home, we're in your head. Lock the doors and close the blinds. Turn on your TV. Turn off your mind.
Every week we spend a week playing a video game. We give you our full in-depth reviews. And this week we are trying it a little differently with a little bit more structure.
Yeah, and we say reviews, but that is a very loose term.
Yes. I mean, we give a review.
We do.
And we go over like every aspect of the game. We try to go really, really far.
And I say fuck a lot.
Yes, you
like
do.
A lot.
Like a lot. Like,
so
we'll just sit here and be like, fuck.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the review. So thanks everyone for listening. We'll see you later. See you next week.
Star Wars The Fuck Unleashed.
We hope you enjoyed last week's game, which was Vanquish.
Yes.
That was actually one of my favorite games we played. That one was a lot of fun. It was stupid fun.
I still think Maneater.
Yeah, Maneater and that one were just like fun games to get through. But this week's games is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, as you can see on the screen.
Yes.
Or if you're listening in the audio, you can't see that. But you saw it in the title, so fuck you.
Yeah, you already knew what it was.
Yeah.
You clicked on the title.
Yeah, you knew. I shouldn't have to tell you.
Actually, everyone should know, because even if they click it on YouTube, they're clicking it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
So yes. We are going to start with, what do we call this?
We were going to start with back of the box. We'll only do a back of the box when the box is good.
Yeah.
This box was so boring.
It actually just said exactly what the plot of the game was.
Yeah, and you're just like, okay.
And the Platinum Hit box didn't say anything, really. It was just like, this is a Star Wars game.
So I guess we are doing kind of a back of the box. We're shitting on the back of the box.
I guess we are.
So there you go. We're shitting on this back of the box. It was lame. It's not worth saying. So fuck this back of the box.
All right. So let's skip to how does it play?
How does it play? What do we talk about in how does it play?
And how does it play? We're going to be talking about the gameplay and mechanics of the game.
Ooh, yeah. This game was bad.
It was bad but good at the same time.
The targeting system was shit.
The targeting system, I will admit,
another one. We've had this so many times.
Most ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think that was just a pre-2010 video game.
Yeah, when did this, 2007?
2008 was this one.
Okay. Yeah, because like, I don't remember what other games. I think Maneater was one of the games we shit on the targeting system. There was a couple others. But this targeting system, it's, again, you shouldn't have to hold a button to target. Just toggle.
Yeah.
Toggle the fucking button and make the target easy. Because holding that button is really annoying.
Or even doing like a Dark Souls kind of targeting where you can click like a thumbstick in and it locks onto the person who's closest to you.
Yes.
So that way you can shift it whenever you need to.
Because you'll be going and doing like a combo and then you're missing everybody because your target is off. It's bullshit. Especially on the boss fights.
Oh, God.
Where the camera angles get all shitty.
Yes. The camera angles in the boss fights is probably one of the shittiest parts.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I don't know why they did this whole like... I can't even... It's a third-person shooter game, right?
Yeah.
So then the camera angles in the boss fight aren't really their fixed cameras.
Yeah, it's like Resident Evil 1 First Mansion kind of camera angle. Sometimes it's just these fixed cameras. And it really is just like one of the hardest parts of the game is just doing that, especially using your force powers, like trying to grab a certain item.
Or trying to push anyone. Like, it's so hard. And... it's ridiculous how awful they did with the camera system. I don't know. Camera and targeting were the two biggest things that I went through, and I'm like, why am I playing this game? This game sucks.
I will say, though, I still think this game is really fantastic in a lot of the gameplay with how they make the force powers feel and the amount of force powers they give you. Because even just that first level, going around as Darth Vader and just being like full maxed out Darth Vader, not being able to be knocked back, being able to use these awesome combos. And the combos do feel great and powerful when they land. Yeah.
And what I like is I watched this video a while ago on... how games are shitty now because they give you powers at the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. Like they show you what max power might look like by the end of the game at the beginning of the game. Yeah. They're like, oh, fuck this fucking dumb concept where you show me how cool I could be. I just want to find out when I'm actually cool.
I actually really like that about games.
Yeah, and I do too. I loved it. And my favorite one was Dragon Age 2 because they show you like, this is what you fucking could be if you try hard enough.
I did that recently I was playing, I just started Dragon's Dogma recently, and they do something similar where they start out with like a different group fighting than we're going to be. Yeah. And you start out with like a full group of people because you control these different like people around you. And it was just a lot of fun, and I saw a lot of the powers, and it really got me hooked onto the game. So when I started out lower, I was actually like, oh, I can't wait till I get till this point.
I know, right? That's what I like about it. It gives you a taste of what you're going to become later in the game.
Yeah.
And that gameplay mechanic, I love it. I love coming into those games, and they're so much fun. And that's Star Wars does it well with Vader, because you're like, holy shit, this is what I can do later on. Man, this is great. And you do it even better because, you know, Vader's really immobile. And
oh, yeah.
Did you notice in the cutscenes in this game how bad they are?
Like, as far as, like, the mouth moving and stuff like that?
Everything. The walking, like, the walking, they have their hands, like, kind of behind them while they're walking, and they're all weird, and their interactions are weird. It's, like, the weirdest fucking shit you've ever seen in the interactions.
I will have to agree with that. What did you think about the leveling system?
I didn't like it. Honestly, it's a weird concept to throw in a level system in a game like this. I wasn't in love with especially the degree of the level.
Yeah.
I barely noticed.
That is true. Like, even upgrading, like, all the way, like, all of your force lightning all the way up didn't really feel like...
barely did anything. Like, you could tell it did a little bit more damage, but you had to combine that with, like, the lightsaber crystals in order to really get any good damage out of that. The saber attacks I didn't notice at all.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to do any more damage.
It didn't seem like you got too much more health.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like, I do agree that some of the leveling system in here was weird. I did like being able to like buy combos.
Yeah, but even the combos, they give you more points than combos there are.
Yeah, which is really weird.
It's really stupid.
Some of them are really cheap. Like, especially for how powerful like some of them are. Like, especially like all the lightning strike ones. I felt like those ones should have been way more costly.
Yeah, and it might as well because you had so many points anyway.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I got all the holocrons in the game, you know. And we'll talk about... Is that in this section?
We can talk about that. It's kind of mechanics of the game.
So in the game, you can collect these holocrons, which gives you extra lightsaber crystal colors and lightsaber crystal powers. And points and experience, costumes, and then what is it called? You have to get points in a level.
Yes.
So each level
force
has
points.
Like a par score, right? Yeah. So your force points, it's their fucking par score.
Yeah.
So you have to get the par score, and it gives you some par score too. And with getting those, you know, you get sometimes the level up stuff. And then eventually you have too many and you can't use them anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, okay. They should have just converted that into something else.
Yeah, I don't know like exactly what they could have done, but I do really wish there was more of a gap from low power to high power.
Yeah.
Because you do feel really powerful, but you don't like change. Like, you start from like pretty powerful and go a little bit more powerful, but you don't go to like Vader's level of powerful or anything.
Yeah, it gets really strange in this game. The upgrades are bad. They did pretty bad with the movement. The movement's not like fluid. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Even like the jumping's kind of weird. Like, everything gets a little weird in this game, and it's not. I don't know.
Especially when you get hit. Like, when you're getting hit and knocked back, you can get full comboed by people. Like, especially like in the last fight against Vader, if you're doing the dark side fight, like, if he hits you onto the ground, he can do these like combos where he just keeps hitting you and keeps knocking you to the ground, and then if you try to jump, he grabs you.
Yep.
And it's just so annoying. And I will say that the boss battles, I know you don't like the quick time event stuff.
Yeah,
right?
God, they were so stupid. I hate it so much.
So yeah, quick time events on the ending of every big enemy in this game.
Every single one. You can't do that. Do it like twice.
Yeah.
Like, make it interesting. Do it in the last fight, maybe the first fight.
And it's weird because some of the enemies, like some of the like the ATSTs and like the Rancors and stuff like that, you can
just
kill them.
Yeah.
But some of the enemies, you actually have to do the quick time events.
Yeah. And the quick time events, what's stupid about the boss ones is there's no fail.
Yeah.
Like,
it just like puts you right back to where you were.
So my thing was, all right, if you're going to do this, every time you mess it up, you should lose some health. And then if you die, that's it. You fucked up.
Yeah. And you have to start that.
There should be some kind of consequence.
I agree.
Yeah. And instead it's like, just keep going. Keep trying to hit that space bar, buddy.
And I will say, like, I didn't like doing the QuickTime events, but the things that happened during the QuickTime events, they did look cool. Yeah. And it was really awesome, and it really did bring like a lot of like cool Force stuff. And I almost wish like if they did another one of these games, like for the newer consoles, that you would just be able to do those things you did in those cutscenes during the QuickTime events.
Make them combo moves. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
And I think take the QuickTime events out just altogether.
They're
100%. Not fun. They're not fun. They're just boring. It's a boring way to get a boss almost all the way down and to not
actually get to finish it off.
Yeah, it's stupid because then you're like, all right, I'm down 10% health. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. I had this, and this is the same thing I was just talking about yesterday. I went and did an escape room, okay?
Okay.
All right? The escape room is an hour long.
Yeah.
Right? 5 minutes of that hour is dialogue in the escape room.
Oh, gosh.
So it's like an overarching voice talking, and you can't do anything while it's talking.
Oh, wow.
Right? So do you really have an hour to complete the escape room? Or do you have 55 minutes to complete it? Right?
55 minutes.
Exactly. Same with the boss fights. Are you really killing a boss 100%? No, you only have to get him 90%.
Yeah.
It's super annoying. I want to go the full 100.
Yes.
I
agree with that.
And although the QuickTime events were cool, having them for every single boss fight. And by QuickTime events, if you guys don't know, by the way, what we mean is at 10% health, you activate this button mashing system, basically, where you have to press what would you say, like consecutive buttons. So you start with like spacebar, and then you do a little move, and then you have to right click, and then you have to press E, and then you finish it with F.
Yes.
And it's really silly to do it that way.
And if you ever missed one of those, like if you missed spacebar at the beginning, it would just bump you back, and then it would give you the option to press it again.
Yeah, and you could do that infinitely.
Yes.
On bosses, on like rank cores and the AT-ATs or the
you had to get them back
and,
down low again a little bit.
Yeah, you just had to hit them one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
And it started it over again, which is also lame.
Yes.
So just if you miss your opportunity, they should have also just taken it out. Especially on the little bosses, what's the point? You can still kill it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought the QuickTime events in this game were just not good. Maybe if they, like I said, maybe if they put in the Vader fight at the beginning and then the Vader or the Palpatine fight at the end, great. That would have been a cool little like thing you reference from the beginning to the end and then nowhere else in the game. But I'm sure people would complain like, oh, they put in this part but not all the game. But personally, I would like that. I like that little reference thing. Keep it like very, very small, very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the QuickTime events were lame in this game. I did not like it. The movement's okay in this game. It's not amazing. The fighting's really cool.
The fighting is really, really cool.
Like, cool.
I gotta say, as far as Star Wars games go, this is by far the most powerful I've felt in any Star Wars game.
Especially like at level 1.
Yes.
Which is stupid. They made you too powerful, I would say, at level 1.
But that's like, it's like an ultimate like fantasy, like especially for people who aren't like crazy in depth into like the extended Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Like I think having that just full freedom of how powerful a Sith can be, it was just so much fun to do. It really is the Force unleashed.
Yeah, my favorite thing is so they have like different enemies that have health, right? And the only ones that were one shot, all of them, were the regular stormtroopers.
Which is always so funny.
No matter what point in the game you're at, all stormtroopers are one shot kills.
And it was funny sometimes, the ragdoll effects.
Yeah.
I did like the ragdoll effects in some of these.
Yes. God, I was just thinking about something. Now I forgot.
Destructible environments and stuff with some of the things.
So that was cool too. You could pick up stuff and throw it, and it blows up sometimes. Or you could destroy the TIE fighters as they're flying by you. That was sweet.
Or holding them in the air and making them crash into other TIE fighters.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Those are cool mechanics in the game. There was something else I was just thinking of, and I just lost it. Oh man, that's gonna kill me later on. But
if you think of it later, you can bring it up.
Yes, I'll bring it up later. But yeah, the lightsaber coolness in this game was one of the things I hated. So their progression is really stupid. So you don't start out with all your powers.
Yes.
It progresses to gain those powers as you need them in later levels.
Yeah.
But it does that all the way up until like the 8th level. There's only 10 fucking levels in the game. And I'm like, so I only get 2 levels at full, like I have everything I need now.
Yeah.
Like that is ridiculous.
Well, and I think the dumbest thing about it, which I don't like this a lot of times when games do this, when they teach you a new mechanic and then you're basically forced to do that mechanic in the next boss fight.
Yep. Or in the next level, and that's the only time you're forced to do it.
Yep.
Then that's literally what this game was. It's when you got lightning, and that was in the trash level.
Yeah.
You had to activate these jet things to destroy this one thing, and I'm like, you can fucking shoot lightning out of your hands.
Yeah.
And you have to use 3 jet fucking things to blow a hole in a wall. You can use the force to like crush an ATST, but you can't open this fucking wall.
You can force grip an entire destroyer.
Yeah,
and pull it back down towards the planet and make it crash.
Fucking wall. This is the strongest wall in the whole game. It took three jets crashing into it basically to fucking open the wall.
Yeah. It was kind of, some of the things with that were like a little like weirdly balanced.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't like that, some of those aspects. But.
Yeah, and the gameplay is okay in this game. You'd have fun like going through and just fucking lightsabering and lightning thing. Lightning is your best friend in this game. For sure. That's how I took down all the big people, Rancors and ATSTs. Anyone who was too big for me to deal with.
And using the environment.
Yeah, environmental stuff. But lightning was just so OP once you got that crystal that increased lightning damage.
Yes.
It was just stupid. That's the only thing you need to use throughout the entire game. You increase your force points to max, and you increase lightning to max, and you get the lightning crystal.
Yep.
And that's it.
And then you learn like some of the combos with lightning.
Yeah.
Like some of the lightning.
Everything else in the game is great, but lightning is a must-have.
Lightning grenade is a great combo.
God, so the holocrons in this game too, as you collect them, you get these lightsaber crystals. The colors don't do anything; they just change the color of your lightsaber. Which some of the colors are fucking.
Mean, yeah, that I did love that aspect, being able to actually change your colors and do some of the weird colors.
But they should have just released them all in the third fucking level, honestly, because they released the black one
at the final level.
At the final level, at the final part of the final fucking level.
Yeah,
and that's how you get it. And I was like, okay, great. I have it for all 10 minutes I have left in this game.
Yeah. But I mean, like earlier in the game, even before like level 4, you can find like the purple, the blue, the green, a different red. You can find yellow.
You basically have like 5 or 6 colors, right? And then you have compressed colors and uncompressed colors. So it has like a little swirly like light thing around it when you do the compressed, I think. Or no, it's like shiny. It's like shining kind of, and when it's uncompressed, it has like a swirly light around it. It's really cool.
It shines brighter like outside of the lightsaber for the uncompressed.
It's really cool looking.
Oh yeah.
So I did like it a lot. I just hate that they released the best color, the black, because it looks so cool.
I know, the black is so...
At the last fucking level.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of like what a lot of like... some of these games do, like even with like suits, like even in the Spider-Man game, like some of the best suits.
But there's a lot of after the game you can play in Spider-Man.
That is true.
Where in this game there isn't. You get 10 levels and that's it. You're done.
Well, actually, I was seeing something. I don't know if it was something that was added, like DLC. Like if you chose the dark side, there's actually like 3 more campaigns you could do.
Oh, it's the Hoth campaign, I think.
There's a Hoth campaign, a Tatooine campaign, and one other campaign.
Yeah, there was DLC added for the dark side.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really silly. It's a cool little thing, and they're short. They're not super long, but they're cool.
Okay. I guess do we want to skip over to the next section?
What's the next section?
Are we jamming?
Are we jamming?
Are we jamming?
Are we jamming?
It's about music and dialogue.
Yeah. The dialogue in this game is shit.
No, it's amazing. It actually won an award for its writing.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I thought it was so bad.
No, dude, I actually really, really enjoyed the writing of it.
When that girl was like, kiss me. I get that there's... So in the game...
had good tension. I liked that.
So what's weird is that it comes out of nowhere. Because in the game... So it's a lot longer than you think it is.
Yeah.
So I think from point A to point B, years go by.
Probably.
You're right?
Yeah.
We don't get to see that because they don't fucking tell you.
Yeah.
And then out of all those years, like... all the months I think you spend with this girl before you get betrayed or whatever, and then whatever, like you don't know. It seems like a couple days have gone by and you're like, I gotta save her. I love her.
Well, even when they first saw him, he was just staring at her.
Yeah.
Like he was like infatuated with her like right away.
It's like a nerd at a high school. It's like, I've never seen a girl before.
Well, and he probably has just dealt with a lot of like people that he didn't really care about.
Jerked off.
Probably not.
He's got so much tension. Everything inside of him is screaming like a getter.
She actually got nominated for supporting actress of the year for her performance.
I thought the voice acting was good. Just the dialogue to me was a little bit dry.
Well, and the voice acting was actually really cool. The voice actor for Starkiller was also the voice actor for Palpatine in the game.
Everything.
He's so much.
He is in every Star Wars movie that's come out in the last 10 years.
He's been Darth Maul.
Yeah.
In everything except for the original.
Yeah, well, yeah. He was Darth Maul in Rebels and in Clone Wars.
Yep.
And then he was in episode 7, 8, and 9.
Yes.
Which was fucking cool. And I'm like, this guy is fucking everywhere.
And he was Maul in Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they showed Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, this actor actually did a shit ton. Like, I think they got a good cast, but for some reason they decided to write this weird fucking game where they had to have a love story, which came out of nowhere to me.
Sam Witwer, that's his name.
Yeah. He is so fucking cool, though.
I was looking at the cast because like some of the cast sounded really similar and sounded like almost identical to the original cast.
Yeah.
But there was only one original cast member from Star Wars in it.
Oh, it definitely wasn't Leia, because she sounded nothing like...
No, it was not Leia.
It sounded nothing like...
It was Bail Organa.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was actually from the original series and joined in.
I'm surprised the guy who played Palpatine wasn't in it. He does Palpatine in everything. He does it in all the shows and stuff. Like, it's crazy. That guy loves
I think
Palpatine.
Starkiller did a great... Sam Witwer did a great job at it.
But the original Palpatine would be better.
Oh, yeah.
That guy has just such an iconic Palpatine.
I really like the guy who played Vader, though, too.
Yeah.
He was really phenomenal. The soundtrack was actually nominated for Best Original Soundtrack.
Well, and it's weird because they just take... Like,
most of the other sounds.
Yeah, I was like, is this really original? Because it's just from the original movies. Yeah, I guess the original movies had it. It's original.
Well, and I did like that it was done by LucasArts, so George Lucas actually did have a say in a lot of this, and that's why a lot of the...
This is before Disney bought them.
Yes.
Long before. 5 years before, I think. 6 years. Yeah, the music. I mean, the music is just the music from the fucking movies. And then they add some little nuances in there, some great sounds. Like, the sounds in this game were cool.
Yes.
Like, they had a lot of cool, like, creature sounds and stuff. The Rancors were fucking terrifying.
Yeah, especially the Bull Rancor.
Yeah, like, it was actually pretty cool. The voice acting was really good. It's just, to me, the dialogue just got so weird.
It was cheesy, but it was, like, original. Cheesy. It was, like, original Star Wars cheesy.
Yeah.
Like,
it really was.
Like, it really had that feel. Like, it was just... Like, you're just like, God, this is stupid, but so good.
Yeah. And when we get into story, we'll talk more about this little bullshit love story that they fucking had. But
I love the love story.
It's fucking horseshit. But yeah, I thought the dialogue was okay in the game. Just, the one thing that threw me off is while the dialogue is happening, all those movements, where it doesn't make any fucking sense, is also happening. The fact that their talking doesn't match the lips moving is also happening. And so you're like, I'm distracted.
We haven't even brought up the droid. Proxy is a great droid.
Yeah, I like Proxy was really cool, but again, his entire being
was kind of dumb,
and they could have taken him out of the game.
They could have,
and you don't even notice. They need to make him more important.
Yeah,
that's my problem with him.
Yeah, no, I think it was just to show some other like Easter egg and cameos with him. That's like literally all he was.
You know what's funny about him too is every time he morphed, he had a lightsaber, and then he morphed back, and he didn't have any more. I'm like, is he creating a lightsaber out of thin fucking air? Like, he should be able to defeat anyone. He can create lightsabers.
Wondering if that wasn't even like lightsabers, and that was just like shown as a lightsaber because it's holographic around him, so maybe he just extends his arm or something.
I don't know, but it didn't seem like it because when he did Darth Maul's, it's just I don't know.
It's weird.
It was very strange. A very strange thing.
But as far as droids go and stuff, like, at least Star Wars, they kept it up with this one. Like, this droid was just on par with all the other droids in all the other Star Wars movies.
Proxy is like a morphing droid. He can turn into anyone, which I don't like.
Yeah, he's like I don't know if it's like the Force inside him, because it always, like, it actually, like, weakens him whenever he's done with it. Like,
with Vader, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. See, he's a droid who gets weakened after turning into something, but it's like he's in pain and I'm like, you're a fucking droid.
It's almost like the person takes over him.
Yeah.
Like, they project themselves onto him. Which, I mean, like, we have seen Force projection.
Yeah.
Within, like, Force Awakens.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is different. This is, like, next level droids, because you don't see any of these in the movies.
No, you don't.
There's no other game that has these droids. These droids are insane. If fucking, who's the droids? The Confederacy. No, Confederacy of Allied Planets, right? CIS?
I don't remember.
The droid people from... They're CIS. I don't remember what they're called.
Okay.
But CIS, if they had these droids, they would have won the war easy.
Oh, easily. Either way, either side would have won the war with these droids.
So I don't know where he got this droid, but it's amazing.
All right, I guess that's it for that section. unless there's anything more.
That's it. Move on to the next section. Yeah, let's go into
Worth or not?
No.
Oh, okay, you say it then.
No,
you say it.
No,
you say it.
No,
Say it.
Worth for now.
Wow, that was very
good. I know.
Very dramatic.
Yes. So for me, I teeter on Gnaw and Worf. I honestly do because it's cool, but I didn't like the game. So I'll say Worf because I like the lightsaber crystals, but I really didn't like the game. I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair.
But I'm very much on the favor of Gnaw as well. But yeah, this game is not good. It's a very interesting game. The story's really bad though. The animations are terrible, and at a point where animations they could have made them good. This is 2007. It's not a shit animation time. You could have made them good.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of
I don't know.
Crazy big games.
Yeah, but
I mean, even like Last of Us came out 2 years after this.
Yeah, or think of like Halo 2.
That's true.
Like think of the fucking just the cutscenes in Halo 2 on a worse fucking system.
That's true. Okay.
So yeah, I really think they just went cheap with the fucking animations, and it really showed that they did a bad job.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go more towards Worth or Worf. It's probably more Worf. To me, this is one of my favorite Star Wars games. I know it's not the best to play. I know the controls are a little clunky. It's not very smooth, but it's still the most powerful I've ever felt in a Star Wars game, and it really showed how powerful like the Sith side could be. And I really liked being able to use the powers the way that you could, and how just like strong you felt. Like I want this in a better Star Wars game. Yeah. Like if they did this level of power in a Star Wars game, like I would be hands down like that would be the best Star Wars game ever. Because even like Jedi Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game, like the Dark Souls style one. Yeah. Like a lot of people really praise that game, and like story wise, it could be really amazing. And story wise, honestly, I haven't played too much of it yet, but it is a really cool game. But to me, like the graphics are phenomenal. But the one part of me that kind of sucks about it is it's a Dark Souls game with a Star's skin on it.
Yeah, really.
It isn't a Star Wars game. Like, I don't feel like a just super powerful being.
Well, you shouldn't because you're a Padawan.
Well, I mean, yes, but like even like with a lightsaber, like I want more of like a lightsaber game where like if I hit you and it cuts across your chest, you're just dead. Yeah. Like I just want that style of a game.
I mean, you should play the Jedi Knight game. That's pretty much what it is, except when you fight other Jedi, it gets harder. But
I've never played that one.
It's basically one-shot kills for most things with the lightsaber.
But yeah, I think for me this is a worth title for me, and if you can get it really cheap, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's like $10, I think.
Yeah, and
I bought this and like 50 other Star Wars games for like $3. So,
yeah, your collection of Star Wars games is pretty crazy.
And it was a great deal on Steam. So they have that every, I think, May the 4th. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they have
coming up.
Yeah, so if you could get this game cheap on that day, I'm sure. I think you can get it for like 50 cents.
Yeah,
honestly, wait for that day, buy this game, play it. It's okay, it's fun. There's one thing I wanted to talk about: the skins.
Yes.
So you could actually change your skins in the game.
Yes.
And be like Obi-Wan Kenobi. One of the skins. This is how bullshit this game is. Okay. This is what really pissed me off. One of the skins is a character called Darth Sion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do you know who Darth Sion is?
A little, not too much.
He is from Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Okay.
Okay? He's a human.
Okay.
He's a human.
Okay.
He is a human.
Okay.
Did you see what the character looked like?
No.
Was not a human.
Oh, okay.
So here, like Darth...
This is non-canon.
Yeah, it's really non-canon.
Yes.
So is that game, and they just said, fuck your view, we're going to change it.
Like, even in, I think it's the second one's DLC, Princess Leia actually is a full-blown Jedi, too. Oh, nice. And she uses a yellow lightsaber.
Cool.
Which, I mean, they brought in the yellow lightsaber into the movies, the newest trilogy movies, too. And they said that they showed Princess Leia using the Force and stuff a little bit in the newest trilogy, but like that was the first time in any Star Wars thing that canonically or non-canonically she was...
Well, I mean, besides the books
yeah,
like the Jedi.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had Darth Sion in there, and he's for some reason really buff, which he's not in the Knights of the Old Republic 2. And so in Knights of the Old Republic 2, he learned the Force through pain. So he's got cracks all over his body.
Oh, yeah.
Like his skin is disgusting. Yeah. And in this one, they made him green. They made him muscular. They made him look no cracks in his body. They completely changed the character and said, as made famous by Knights of the Old Republic 2. And I'm like, You fucking did nothing for Knights of the Old Republic, do you?
They kept the name, and they kept
the name. He had a red lightsaber,
but they were making it for his story. It's kind of like the MCU is not it's Marvel.
Well, it's not his story though. This happened thousands of years before.
I know, but that's
just a skin. Like, but why did they change the skin? I don't understand. They already had the source material, and they're like, "Fuck the source."
Maybe they couldn't do it exactly because they didn't let them because they had two different companies.
It's all owned by LucasArts.
LucasArts is working with all these companies.
No. They're all owned. So every time LucasArts has to approve a Star Wars game, and then it owns the game.
Yes, but the companies aren't. Yes, but each company is different for the different Star Wars games.
Sure, but Obsidian definitely would have given. Obsidian is the best company of all time. They are one of the greatest gaming companies. I love them so much. They are so good. They are a third-party gaming company. They love putting their shit in other games. But so they decided to go off this fucking bullshit tangent and do their own shit in this game and piss me off.
There's different versions and different worlds. This is like an alternate universe of Star Wars.
Not really.
Just let it be.
No. Yeah, that was the one thing though. They took a lot of liberty in this game with the skins, and I did not like it. I think
I didn't even use any of the skins.
I used the Obi-Wan one because it was cool, and then I used the Count Dooku one because that was cool too. But then it changes you back. It doesn't change the cutscenes either, which I really wish it did.
I wish the cutscenes showed your color of lightsaber even, because it really sucks like having a purple lightsaber and then they go to the cutscene and it's like blue, and I'm like, no.
Oh yeah. By the way, you make out with that girl at the end of the game.
Yes, which I like that.
Juno's like, "Are you going to come back?" And you're like, "Yeah, probably fucking not." And she's like, "Okay."
Well, then I don't have to worry about what you would do after this.
And he's like, "Well, I want to worry about that. Can we talk about this?"
Nope.
Yeah. So yeah, the game was okay. I mean, it's a fun game. Just don't play it if you like good games. So there you go.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks for watching.
This is Soul of a Gamer signing out.
Bye.